Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we have a very interesting leak to cover regarding the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5 and the standalone version of Grand Theft Auto Online. So, according to a leak that was posted on 4chan, which I know you have to take with a giant grain of salt, but we have seen leaks from 4chan in the past actually turn out to be true on several occasions for Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto in general. So let's just dive into it. This actually came out the other day, and it was posted apparently by an anonymous Rockstar developer. They said, it just heard that GTA 5 Expanded and Enhanced is going to be announced on the 28th of April with just a trailer, nothing too grand. Release date is set for June 22nd. Remember, folks, you heard it from me first. All right, so the two big things here is that in just about 7 days, we are going to be getting a trailer for the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5 and standalone Grand Theft Auto Online. And in case you guys are wondering when that is next Wednesday. So literally could be a week from now if this does turn out to be true. And then June 22nd for the release, which is a Tuesday. So, I mean, I guess that does make sense for the timeline of the expanded and enhanced version, because the only handful of things we've heard from Rockstar is that it's coming out in the second half of 2021, which I guess that's technically true. June 22nd is technically the second half of the year, and I guess Rockstar can put out a trailer or an announcement whenever they want. So April 28th would work just fine. It's a Wednesday. We've seen trailers on each and every day of the week, so there's nothing really out of the ordinary here as far as what this is saying. But again, it's like, how do you know if this guy has any actual information? I guess the good news with all of this is if you do choose to believe it, or at least have some bit of optimism here, cautious optimism, the good news is that you won't have to ultimately wait long, because by this time next week, we will know if that is actually true or not. So that's probably the best news out of all this, is we won't have to wait long to believe if this is actually real or not. Now, this would be the most welcome news we've had in a bit, as we are closing in on close to a year since Rockstar has officially talked about the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5 and standalone version of Grand Theft Auto Online. We've only heard brief little snippets from their parent company, Take-Two Interactive, on the fact that the game is still happening and coming. We just haven't heard anything from Rockstar. So finally, almost a year later, if this is true, hopefully we'll be getting some information. Now, this comes on the heels of some more sort of mini updates from Rockstar. Like, for example, Take-Two Interactive actually announced their Q4 earnings and fiscal 2021 results, when that is going to be happening. So they actually announced this the other day. They said Take-Two Interactive Software today announced that it plans to report financial details for its fourth quarter and fiscal year 2021, which ends on March 31st, 2021, on Tuesday, May 18th, 2021. The call is going to happen at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and if there is any Rockstar information to report here, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted. But that is interesting, because that would come in between when the supposed announcement is supposed to happen, but just before the release of it, which would give Rockstar the opportunity to not only talk about the announcement, but would also give them a chance to sort of hype up or get excited for the future. After all, this call is for their investors, shareholders, sort of the business side of things. But if there is any Rockstar information to report on there, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted. And this has nothing to do with Grand Theft Auto, but Rockstar did issue a surprise update to some of its older games today. They released title updates for Max Payne 3 and L.A. Noire on PC. And those updates are basically giving out all the DLCs for free, alongside some fixes. That's very nice of Rockstar, and they didn't announce they were going to be doing this. They didn't, say that this was going to be a thing they planned on doing, but they just issued a nice little surprise update for both these games. They threw in all the DLCs for free, so this is a positive trend here. I think maybe this is Rockstar trying to get players excited back into their games, into the Rockstar universe, the Rockstar sphere here, for a potential bigger announcement, like something to do with Red Dead Redemption 2, or like what we're talking about today, the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5. Now, the last thing I really want to dive into today is just something that Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds 2 said a little bit earlier on the GTA forum site. It kind of has to do with the expanded and enhanced, and it has to do with the Take-Two Interactive side of things. Someone said, so I looked upon Take-Two stock and there's something I noticed. It always spikes after the update, but right now it makes a really long dip. Maybe because the Cayo Perico heist allowed everyone to buy expensive stuff in a really short time and was not dependent on shark cards. Maybe there's more involved, but GTA Online has been successfully milked during the last years, mainly because the spike in stock price was predictable due to update announcements. So here's what I'm speculating. The summer update is going to be pricey, and the Take-Two stock will spike 5 days after the update because the little kids abusing their mom's credit card. After that, we probably won't ever see a profitable update again like Cayo Perico. With Tez Funds 2 saying, I'm not an expert on the stock market, but if you go further back to when RDR2 released, the stock plummeted shortly after, and I don't see how the stock would be affected by shark card sales in the short term if the growth rate for current consumer spending, as Take-Two calls it, isn't disclosed at the time of a new update releases. On the other hand, I don't think Rockstar has much to worry about since the expanded and enhanced edition is guaranteed to drive up sales. It will presumably cater to new players, as suggested by the structs we found in the last update. New player acquisition is key to shark card sales. If the release of Red Dead Online Standalone led to a new record in terms of new players in any other month since the beta launch, as Rockstar announced, then the GTA Online Standalone version would boost the rate of players. So there you go. Those are the expectations from someone like Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds 2. And I believe that there is something on the horizon here. And hopefully it's as exciting as the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5 or Grand Theft Auto Online. Because right now I think it's fair to say that people are getting themselves a little bit bored with just the weekly events and updates that are happening on Tuesday for Red Dead Redemption 2 and Thursday for Grand Theft Auto Online. I'm really hoping that there is something cooking here for Rockstar, because right now there's just not a lot going on and there isn't a lot to get excited about either. So I'm really hoping that as we are getting into the second half of the year, Rockstar have a lot planned with the expanded and enhanced version of the game, the standalone version of Grand Theft Auto Online. I don't know. To me, something just needs to happen soon, because right now GTA and even Red Dead, even though we're not talking about it in this video today, just seems to be stuck in a bad little cycle of not a lot going on. So hopefully that's going to change, because I know I would love that. I know many of you guys would love that. So bottom line, just let me know what you're thinking in those comments down below. Or, of course, you can reach out to me on my Facebook page where you can send photos, videos, pictures, and a whole lot more. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are